Okay, wind is going to be dominating our weather coming up in the next 24 to 48 hours. It's just going to last forever as this storm system is now over Pennsylvania. It'll slide eastward and really explode into being south of Cape Cod. It'll then drift southeastward and then eventually northeastward way out to sea. And it'll still be like 1,300 miles away and still kicking us with wind coming up over the weekend. So again, this storm is really going to be affecting us with wind. Lots and lots of snow into this part of the world as well, into upstate New York and New England. Of course, the New England coastline is going to get hit with strong winds and tides. We move on in for a closer view. Our skies are going to begin to clear. We're seeing some breaks in the clouds after around half an inch or a quarter of an inch to half an inch of rainfall into the region during the day today. It's moved on out. A couple of stray showers over the eastern shore, but that's about it. Our skies are clearing. Here's that cool front right through here, that little shift in the wind from southwest to more of a westerly wind. So by 3, 4 in the morning, winds will be cranking through the area. And we'll see, again, winds 30 miles an hour gusting to around 45 by 7 in the morning. And likely gusting a lot higher during the day. 38-mile-an-hour winds, so basically 40. And we'll see some wind gusts near the shoreline to around 50, 60 miles an hour during the day coming up for tomorrow. But this kind of wind is not conducive to producing tidal flooding, except for sound side on the Outer Banks or on the bay side of the eastern shore. But the winds haven't been up long enough to really do so. Eventually that wind turns around and becomes more northwesterly during the afternoon coming up for tomorrow. 36-mile-an-hour winds, and again, very, very gusty. Here's where things are by 7 in the evening. 35-mile-an-hour winds, and again, very gusty winds. And during the overnight hours, it finally drops off just slightly by Saturday morning, and Saturday during the day it drops off as well, especially by the end of the day. But still, it's really going to be windy. Here's where things are. It's just winds. Winds here, sustained wind, and this will be gust. It'll pop on up every now and then. 7 o'clock on Friday morning, 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts, 36-mile-an-hour winds. Here's where we are during the late morning hours. 57-mile-an-hour winds gusting into the Saluda area, 39, gusting to around 51. And really, I think it'll gust to around 60 near the shoreline of Virginia Beach by the end of the day tomorrow and on into the evening hours as we are 7 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. Still very, very windy. Still windy even inland. We'll see wind gusts to tropical storm force during the morning hours and afternoon hours coming up tomorrow, but at least the winds will back off. Won't be tropical storm force of 40 miles an hour inland. There'll still be tropical storm force, though, Saturday during the afternoon. There's where we are by Saturday evening. And then finally by Sunday, they start to back off a little bit during the afternoon along the shoreline. They have backed off Sunday evening, certainly for areas farther inland. Here's what's going on. Low clouds. You can see them moving on through, but we're going to see breaks in the clouds. Tides for Friday during the day are not going to be bad. Friday morning, Thursday night and Friday morning. Friday evening, we might bump up to nuisance tidal flooding. 4 feet is the threshold for nuisance. 4.5 feet is the threshold for minor tidal flooding. We'll be right at that coming up Saturday morning. And then Saturday evening, right at the threshold for moderate tidal flooding. And that's something. We haven't seen that for a while into the area. That'll be Saturday evening at 10:26 and Sunday morning, minor tidal flooding. I think we could still be up into the moderate range, though, coming up Sunday morning and into Sunday afternoon. So tonight after midnight, skies clear, winds increase, very windy Friday, gusting to 60 near the shoreline, around 40 to 50 farther inland. Saturday, slight lessening of the wind, and tides will be at 10 and 10:30 at night coming up on Saturday. So we got a lot of stuff to go through, and that wind isn't really going to slacken off until at least Sunday evening. 55, 50, 48, and remembering again that we can likely see some tidal flooding coming up by Saturday. Stay tuned with us on this one.